Hello America, it's Sean Bianca, GOP girl with Clean TV Live, and Sharia law here in the USA today. Yes, you heard that right. As many of you, actually hasn't really been reported that much, but today thousands of people took to the streets to march against Sharia law ever taking place here in the USA. And thousands of people marched against those marching against Sharia law. But people, Sharia law, I have news for you, is already taking place here in the USA. This is the real news that mainstream media is failing to inform you of. And Americans need to know this, and Americans need to get angry, because I'm angry. Last year, a 5-year-old girl was raped by 3 boys in Idaho. That's right. 3 boys, Muslims, raped a 5-year-old girl in Idaho. And it went to court just recently. And I think you all should hear this, because this is where Sharia law, where Muslims are allowed to rape non-Muslims. Doesn't matter what age. Sharia law in Idaho. The 3 Muslim boys who pled guilty in the heinous sexual attack of a 5-year-old girl in Idaho were sentenced yesterday. No jail time. No jail time. 3 boys raped a 5-year-old girl in Idaho, and there is no jail time. The judge barred everyone in the courtroom, including the victims' own parents, from speaking out about the case, and threatened anyone with serious consequences if they violated his edict. Unheard of. Absolutely unheard of. Happened in Twin Falls, Idaho. This is Clean TV. I will not repeat what these boys did to her. But no 5-year-old should ever have to endure that. The Judge Thomas Borison of Idaho's 5th Judicial District, issued a gag order barring everyone in the courtroom from talking about it. The victim's lawyer is facing contempt charges because of a benign comment he made to the Idaho Statesman about the parents' unhappiness with the verdict. Matthew Staver, chairman and co-founder of the nonprofit legal assistance agency Liberty Counsel, told a certain agency that Judge Borison was completely out of line in issuing a gag order after the fact in a criminal case. This is his quote: "It's unconstitutional for a judge to do that." Now, these 3 boys were portrayed as victims. Does that sound familiar? Oh, gee, wasn't James Comey a victim? Wasn't Kathy Griffin a victim? It's the liberal way. We take the perpetrator and we make them the victim. Yes, these 3 boys had a psychologist in the courtroom. It was a 5-hour case. The judge and the police officers never even spoke of the girl's name. And these 3 boys, I guess they're suffering from post-traumatic disorder, stress disorder. Oh, poor boys. Well, the young 5-year-old is wetting the bed, having nightmares. She's suffering. She's the one who's really suffering. The 3 boys were not even, they weren't even charged with rape. And it was sexual misconduct, I believe. 3 boys rape a 5-year-old girl. And a judge in Idaho lets them go scot-free. Scot-free. They're on probation. And the little girl's life is ruined. Because, I'm sorry, there's no getting over that. Sharia law is here in the USA, and it's here today. everyone needs to spread the word about Sharia law and what it actually means to live under Sharia law. We have Linda Sarsour. She's out there constantly an advocate for Sharia law. And she's the one who led the Women's March. Yes, really, really ironic that we have the women who marched in the Women's March for supposedly they're marching for women's rights, and they didn't like President Trump. And yet, no, where are these women? Shouldn't these same women that marched in the Women's March be a little upset at a 5-year-old being raped by 3 Muslim boys, and these 3 boys are set free just recently? I mean, I will put this on my blog, GOPGIRLblog.blogspot.com. I will put this site where I have this. Pamela Geller. It's her exclusive story on how Muslim migrant rapist, a 5-year-old Idaho girl, gets no jail time, issues gag order on sentencing. It's pathetic, people. But if we do not act, and if we do not call our congressman, if we do not say that we want every state to issue an order that Sharia law will never be in place, we will lose our rights. Already we have a judge in Idaho that is not abiding by the Constitution. This is America. And you rape a 5-year-old girl, you get jail time. I don't care how old you are. Everyone, this is serious. ISIS, this is another thing that has not been out on mainstream media. I saw it once at the bottom of Fox News, and yet no one's spoken about it. ISIS has warned Muslims here in the United States that there will be daily blessed attacks. Daily blessed attacks using automobiles. Now, there was an attack in Washington, D.C. Not much has been said about it. However, supposedly it was Muslims. I don't know if it was 1 or 2. And they've also said there will be throats slit. They will slit the throats, and they will use trucks to mow down people as they have in Nice and as they have in London. So that is ISIS's warning. ISIS is losing ground in Syria and in Iraq, and so they plan on striking out in the West because they want to show the world that they're still strong and that they are still very much alive and well. However, they did have troops of 25,000 between Iraq and Syria. They're down to 1,000. Lastly, as far as James Comey goes, I'm disgusted with most of Congress and the Senate because every single Republican and Democrat should be wanting Comey's head for leaking information to a friend to leak to a reporter. He was the director of the FBI. The former director of the FBI violated, he signs an agreement. He is not supposed to do that. Anyone else would be in jail today. Why is he still walking around a free man? Furthermore, he's got a $10 million book deal from what I hear. Hopefully he won't be able to enjoy it. And I'm sick of this whole Russia collusion story. I don't know how many times we have to hear that there is no collusion between President Trump and the Russians. To have everyone believe that there was no collusion between Donald Trump and the Russians. Frankly, I'm sick of it. We're wasting taxpayers' dollars and we're wasting time. We're wasting time when President Trump could be using that time wisely as to make America great again. This is Sean Bianca, GOP Girl with Clean TV Live. And if you caught this late, please watch the beginning because Sharia law is taking place here in the United States of America today. You can read my blog at gopgirlblog.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter at GOPGirl13, and I'm on Facebook as GOP Girl. Have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.